Hey, what's up guys? So here's an update on the red regrade charms and superior red regrade charms. As you can see, they have dropped. Obviously, they've probably dropped in your servers as well. This is Morpheus. They have not dropped as much or as greatly as I had anticipated due to a couple of reasons. For one, the fishing boat is bound on pickup, and also the anywhere warehouse is bound on pickup as well. Those two big reasons make it so that you're only going to buy the pack once per account or per character type thing. You don't need having 5 fishing boats on one character or one account. It's just not worth it. If you could have sold the fishing boat or sold the anywhere warehouse, that would have made the packs a lot more appealing to players. But what we have here is the price chart. So there's also the fact that prices could decrease more if there's credit card fraud coming, and that's also one of the reasons why it could get down to 300 gold. It does seem like it is kind of stalling. You can see the graph, it's slightly going down. It had a little uptick over here, and the markets are just correcting themselves. What the biggest telling sign is how many have actually been injected into the system, how many people have bought these packs. So this is just a small sample right here of how many have been injected into the game, because of course not everyone sells them on the auction house. So I know people are going to say, well, some people buy them and then resell them and flip them on the auction house. That's very true. That definitely happens. But the fact is, not everyone that buys the packs is going to sell them on the auction house. Not everyone that is going to, buy them at all is even going to sell them at all. They're going to potentially use them themselves or store them. So just looking at this, we have our 5-day history here, and you can see how much impact those $150 packs, $50 packs, $100 packs, those awakening packs are into the economy. Look at this. We've just like quadrupled the amount of max sales in one day. And this all right here is about 100, maybe a little bit over 100 superior red regrade charms. And so if we just look at it just point blank, this was all from the packs pretty much. We'll just look at it like that. It will take away all the fact that they could have been bought, resold, etc. because of all the other factors. So that means 100 red regrade charms. We're going to round that. We're not going to add all this up. Divided by 3, because the most you can get is 3 out of a pack. That means 33 of the $150 packs have been sold at least. Bare minimum, 33 of these guys have been sold. So you times that 33 times 150, and you get a lot of money here. Let me pull up a calculator. So 33 times 150 is $4,950. So we can also take a look at the other red regrade charms to see if this is kind of accurate as well. So we're going to look at the red regrade charms now, and you'll notice the same trend. As soon as the packs went on sale, an insane amount of red regrade charms hit the marketplace and started selling. And just look at this. I mean, it's like 4 or 5 times more amount of red regrade charms on the auction house. There's these days where they don't even, track on the thing really, because they're so small. Only 7 sold that day, 14, and you go boom 50, boom 76. Insane amount of red regrade charms, and you see it's on a slight correction just like in the superior red regrade charms, and now it's heading back down again. So let's add these guys up a little bit, approximations. 200, 250. So we're looking at 250 there, and at the most you can get 5 of those guys out of the $150 packs. So it looks like this one is saying that about 50 of the $150 packs had been purchased. That's up from 33 packs. So 50 times 150 would be $7,500. So somewhere in the last 5 days, just on Morpheus alone, between $5,000 and $7,500, that's how much money they made on those $150 packs or $100 packs or $50 packs. So in 5 days, averaging that out, they made a little over $1,000 a day based on those packs. Of course, the sales probably are going to decrease down over time, but yeah, that's a lot of money. And so then people were saying, oh, they don't make $3,000 a day on Apex sales. Look at this. They make at least $1,000 a day off of the pack sales on one server here. So you could do the same kind of analysis on other servers to see and get a gauge of how much money they're making. So they make a shitload of money. The prices, as you can see again, are slowly trending downwards. Again, if there is a credit card fraud thing, we may see them hit down the 300 mark. especially in these basic red regrade charms. Some of them, if you look at the lowest sales, they were right around there. They were 350, 350. So they do end up down there, but there's also high people selling them at 790, and they're selling there 760. Same thing goes into effect with the superior reds. So they are attempting to be pushed down low, but it just takes some crazy misclicks or some crazy people to pick up. So we had a couple right here sell for 425 or right around that range, and then there's a couple that sold for 1450. So again, it's starting to average out right around the 900, 1,000 range here for the superiors. That may be the nice setting point is around 900 gold for them, and then the basic red regrades might settle around 300 gold or so. But it'll be an interesting trend to watch. This is a very good way to gauge how much money Trion Worlds is making